Let's see, let's get some bits and pieces going here. Let's see. Let me just check something. Stay there, folks. We're just lighting up. We're just setting up the lighting. Oh, God, slow down. Hold on. Let me get some names. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Here we go. You guys. Heather. Okay. Hi, Heather. I'm just going to grab the first bunch of names quickly, okay? Hi, Lavrasha. Yes, I got to spell it right. Hi. Little Miss Fire, Little Miss Feisty. I'm just going to put Little Miss, okay? And then Boo D. Hello, Boo D. Boo D. Shay Dog. Welcome, Shay Dog. Yay. Shay Dog. Let's keep going. See who else is showing up. Oh my goodness. I can't keep up with this. Giggle's in the room. I know. Hi, Giggle. I'm back. I just got out of the hospital. I just got out of the hospital. Hey, Gabby. Gabby girl. Gabby girl. So, hey, Sherry. Sherry. Okay. Hi, Christy. Hi, Christy. What's going on? Christy Banks. Christy Banks. And Aaron. Welcome, Aaron. Aaron, I'm just checking everybody in, okay? Music's off right now because it gets so distracting sometimes. I'm sorry. Oh boy, hold on. Linda and Kristen. Linda Luke. Linda L. And what was that? Kristen. There's some other. Oh, my pen's dead. Okay, I need another pen. Here we go. Oh, stay there. Hold on. Kristen. Oh, Kristen L. First timer. Wow. Okay. Hey, welcome. Linda Descartes. Hi, Linda's here. Linda Descartes. It's a French name. And then let's see. Hold on. We're just catching up here. Christine. I know I should be resting. I know. Hi, Christine. But if I don't do this, I'm just going to go insane. I'm just going to go nuts here. So we're going to have kind of a weird show tonight. Rose Mandujano. Rose M. Mandujano. And Kristen, I got you already. Okay. Sherry is present. I think I got you. Yes, I got you. All right. Sharon. Hey, Abby. What's going on? Abby's in the house. Thank God. Abby's in the house. Yay. And Sharon Tio. Hi, Sharon. I'm just going to catch up. Hold on. Give me a moment here. Hold on. I lost it. Hold on. Georgette. That's a French name by the sound of it. Guada A. Okay, I'm going to put on some music in a minute. Aaron. Oh, Cecilia. Oh, hi, Scylla. Scylla actually wants to get hazed. How funny. Okay, well, it might not happen tonight because tonight's going to be a strange night. I can guarantee. Okay. Hold on. The list keeps going on. Alex 0962. Alex from Argentina. Whoa. I'm just going to put Alex Arge. Okay. Carolyn from New Zealand. Hi, Carolyn. You know I have a soft spot for New Zealand. Just letting you know. Allson. Hi, Michael. Allson. We have to connect. Please, we'll figure this out. It's something I'll tell you in a moment. Sarah. Sarah Cassie. S-A-R-R-A. Sarah Cassie. Hi, Sarah Cassie. Welcome to the show. Welcome so much. Wow. Um, Little Miss. I got Little Miss. Okay. I got Sarah. Let's see who I'm missing. M. Knox. Gotcha. M. Knox. Welcome. Good old regular. You know, you deserve a reading at some point. But it's going to be a weird night. So, Sarah G. Did I get you, Sarah G, already? No, I didn't. Sarah G. Sarah G for Gonzalez. Okay, I got you. I got you. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Your favorites here, favorites in the house. Luckily, we have somebody who knows what they're doing. Thank you, favorite. Gabby girl, I think I got you. Did I get you, Gabby, already? Yeah, I got you, Gabby, there. Just double checking, as you know, we're very professional about how we do this stuff. Primary. Primary. Okay, primary. Well, tonight, primary, it's going to be a little weird. Just letting you know because, well, there's a reason. Jeannie, hold on. And then Jeannie. Hi, Jeannie. Welcome. Carolyn Rose. I think, Carolyn, did I get you earlier? Did I get you? Did I get you? Did I get you? No, I didn't. All right, Carolyn Rose. Here we go. Carolyn Rose. Okay, got that. We got that. Hanging in. I'm going to put some Sophia. Sophia Surgis. Sophia. So I'm going to tell you all about the hospital stuff. It's going to be a weird night because Terra Illumination is extremely fragile at the moment, although we're not going to let us stop the show, okay? So yeah, I was in the hospital because I kind of had a minor heart attack. So there you go. Kelly Bratcher and Kelly B. Kelly B, you're new. I can tell. I can tell already. Wilfredo. Wilfredo, hi. Good evening. Good evening and welcome, Wilfredo. Kristen, I got you already. Oh, hold on. Let's have a look. I just missed it. It's filling up. It's gonna go on. Christine. Christine, right. I got you. Got you, Christine. Christine. Okay, Christine Rogers. I got you there. I might have written you in twice, actually. Mikey. Hey, Mikey. Mikey, thanks for coming back. I hope I didn't hurt your feelings with that last letter. We got to talk music, okay? Mikey, music, okay? We're going to do something, all right, Mikey? Don't you worry. Linda, yeah, you're a regular, I know. I'm just trying to catch up with the names right now. Make sure I got everybody. Indigo Child. Hello, Indigo Child. I wonder if I'm an indigo adult. Indigo Child. Well, everyone on this program is an indigo adult for sure. Some of us have been around the block. Hi, Rose. Thank you for all the kisses and hugs. I see that. I see that. It's very much appreciated. Let's have a look. I'm probably forgetting some names. Little Miss. Oh, okay. We're getting some. Katie Elizabeth. Katie Elizabeth. That sounds very classy. Like Queen Elizabeth kind of classy. That kind of quality of classiness. Oh, wait a minute. Boo D. Did I get you, Boo D, earlier? Yeah, I got you, Boo D. You're here. Let's have a look. Yeah, we're going to have some fun. Oh, wait a minute. I saw somebody. Liana. Liana. Newbie. Newbie. Liana. Newbie. Doing, doing, doing. Well, you came on a strange night. I'm just let you know. TL's a crystal kid. I like that one. Thanks, favorite. Crystal Kids. I think you just started something new. The Crystal Kids. That could be the backup singers for the Terra Lumination Love Tribe. Terra Lumination Love Tribe, of course, is the huge band that we're all going to make together when we go around the campfire and do our world tour. But the Crystal Kids, they could be like part of the dance squad, you know? Something like that, maybe. You know, something. I'm just, going for it. Wait a minute, Love and Joy. Oh, wait a minute, I just saw Valerie. Valerie Bradshaw, yay. Welcome, Valerie. Moving on to the next list. Oh, gosh. Panic! Valerie B. And then I just saw Scylla 11. Oh, I got Scylla earlier. Scylla, I got you earlier, but there's another one, Sin Sin. Hi, Sin Sin. Hi, Sin Sin. Okay, I got you. Let's keep going here. I'm just, hold on. Karine Arpin. Karine Arpin. I didn't get that. I don't think I got you earlier. Karine E. In case I did. Somebody's holding the message. Why would they hold your message for review? It probably is wonderful. Mikey. Okay. I think I got everybody. Precious. Hey, Precious. I hope things are going well. Hope the little ones are doing fine. I know you got your hands full. I love you too. So, I'm just going to put on a little bit of sounds nice. Cheryl Golanowski. Hey, Cheryl, don't worry. We're just checking people in. It's a tarot show. Happy go lucky. Catherine, don't you worry. And we got happy go lucky. I'm just going to call it Happy Go L. All right, I think we got everybody checked in. No, Rachel. I didn't get Rachel. I got Happy Go Lucky. I'm just putting Rachel down now. Okay, so I think we got everybody. And I'm just going to put on a little tune just to cheer everybody up in a minute. Hey ho. And then we're going to have a listen, and then I'm going to show you what's going on. Hello, everyone. It was one of those days
where everything goes wrong. My hair fell out, my heel broke off. I slipped through my alarm. I missed the bus tonight to school. My stalker walked me home. I sprayed his face with mace and then he left me all alone. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. A lot of my relationships, they end up in the ditch. So I'm getting counseling for being a doctors will forget me. They make me trip and fall. So if you are the man you say you are,
you love me, flaws and all. Hey, yo.
I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
I want to dance with you guys.
It takes me naked in the ocean. Tonight, I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
Okay, everybody grab your partner. Grab your partner by the hand. Do your groove moves. Okay. The more outrageous, the better.
Getting tattoos on my ass and up and down my arms could get me into trouble, leaving me rejected.
Oh, no.
Again, pretending So if you're acting all tender, it's no guarantee that I will be accepted tonight. I'm gonna dance my stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you. We're gonna dance the stress away until the break of daylight. You may not wanna dance with me, but I wanna dance with you.
All right. All right. Hold on. Stay right there, folks. The evening has just begun. The evening has just begun. So let's pause the song for a moment. I'm glad you are all dancing along, whistling along to the song. This is the list of folks who were here at the show tonight. And, oh gosh, I can see new names already. Hold on. Hold on. I just better catch up. Stay with me. Sweet Sarah. I didn't know there were so many people. Hold on. And I missed another one. Brady Boyd. Brady Boyd. Okay, so I caught up a little bit more. Oh, Indigo Child. I forgot. I thought we got you earlier. Tina. Hi, Tina. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tina. Tina Womack. All right, let's start the show. Okay. So this is just a check-in list for the VIP room tonight. As you know, we're all extremely hypersensitive indigo adults here. Specifically christened, somebody just christened me the Crystal Kid. Thank you very much. The channel is actually Terra Lumination, but I don't mind having alternate names, you know, like alternate emails. So here's everybody we got so far. We're gonna I'm just doing what I can to keep the records, all right? Now here's the thing. So I'm just gonna let you know, folks, it's been a bit of a challenging week here at Terra Lumination. I just got out of the hospital. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Got out of the hospital and I'm alive. Early in the week, there was sort of like a heart attack thing going on, and it kind of caught. I don't know if any of you've had heart attacks before or have had highly stressed out lives or whatever, but the heart attack kind of like came on and felt like it was building up. I knew something bad was happening. I could feel it in my body, and then all of a sudden, eventually, there's 6 firemen inside my little house, 2 of them standing on the bed, connecting up all their gadgets just to make sure I'm alive. And then we end up in the ambulance, and then we end up at the hospital in the emergency room, and then they get you plugged into all this stuff, and then they shoot you full of morphine, and it's all kind of like dramatic, and then so anyway, we go through all of that. I'm just trying to give you the short story to get you up to speed to explain tonight. So it turns out like it's kind of a disaster inside the hospital because all the vital signs are looking very good. Apparently, the vital signs are great for Terra Lumination. Okay, so thank you very much. And yet here I am, almost freaking dying on the table. So they put you through all the machines and the tests, and lots of morphine so it stabilizes you. And then because they realized it was something to do with the heart, so they took me over to another hospital and started a whole bunch of new stuff over there, lots of tests and buttons and dials and wires all over strapped. You know how they do on those hospital drama shows. They, stick wires all over your body, and their nurses and doctors checking everything. So they did all that, and yeah, sure, there were some problems, but anyway, they did all these stress tests, which went wrong. They accidentally doubled the dose, and I nearly died on the table. So that left an aftershock. So they had to wheel me into the angiograms. That was an aftershock because I told them I was really messed up from the stress test and I need help. And I blacked out and fell over onto the machines, fell out of the machines onto the floor, smashed my head open. Then they had to bring in the emergency team from upstairs in the emergency room. So it's just like emergency on top of emergency on top of emergency. It was a real cluster bleep, fill the blank. So that was kind of fun, and more morphine and stuff to calm everything down. But here's the cool stuff. All the cardiologist zoomed in and he said, your heart is really good, man. Everything's good. I don't know how you're doing it, but you survived these tests. And we're sorry that the tests were double dose, and we didn't mean to do that, but you survived. So well done. Thank you very much. You're free to go home. And I kind of went, yay. So I went home, and that was late last night. So I'm still kind of exhausted. I'm still kind of in pain because they don't actually have a solution for the heart pain. But I think it's just stress, personally. You know how you guys get all stressed out? That's why Terra Illumination is here. Terra Illumination is here to help you guys deal with all the stuff that you can't handle through your doctors, your friends, your family, your nieces, aunts, nephews, children, your co-workers, your spouses, your boyfriends, your girlfriends. And then you end up having to do something totally nutty, like coming to Terra Illumination. But that's okay. I love doing this for you. I love being here for you. It's kind of like, the last resort. It's when there's nowhere else to go. Yay. So anyway, just wanted to get all that news out of the way. Here we go. I just did a little update the other night. So here's some Terra Illumination news, okay? So Indigo Child, yes. So I am an outpatient. They released me on my own recognizance. I just wanted to get out of there. The hospital experience itself was traumatic because of the messed up doses on the stress test, and then the blackouts and the recoveries and the cracking my head open in the emergency room. It was just get me out of here. I'm alive. The cardio doctor said, your heart is really strong. It's really good. So you must be doing something right. So I thought, okay, doc, I'll take your word for it. Terra Illumination is doing something right in order to be able to survive all this hideous, hideous stuff. Whatever you call it, stress or life. So anyway, let's just get to the basics. Let's get to the basics, and then we'll, kind of get all serious for a little bit, and then we'll just have some fun and hang out, okay? So first of all, I come back home and try to do all the catch up. 4 days away in the hospital. It's not much fun. Anyway, we come back. The Terra Illumination email address is messed up. Okay, number one. Sorry about that. If any of you have ever had to communicate with Terra Illumination, you go to the website, terraillumination.com, and you can message through there, and then eventually we end up with a professional relationship. We can communicate, and this is the little email. It's called a little book about at yahoo.com. So right now, at this moment in time, live, that email is shut down and not operational because of some technical screw up with Yahoo. So we're trying to go through clearances and reassignments again. So because that email is incredibly important, that's where we store all of your information, all your letters, all your addresses, everything. It's all on that email account, okay? So it's very, very important. Okay. Next thing, we just talked about this. Terralumination health is kind of messed up right now because of stress, but the cardiologist has confirmed, and I just stay there a second. Let me just show you this stuff. It's insane. Let's have a look here. Let's stay there. Don't go away. I'm just gonna. I just want to show this to you guys. This is the health file for all the health issues that I'm dealing with right now. Just so that you know, okay? Just recently. So these are the release papers from the hospital. And so they, look, they give you zillions of tests. Look at all this stuff. Blah, blah, blah. All of this is good. It's good. It's good. It's all good. All my other medications are good. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. All of this is good. Excellent, 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 excellent. Discharge. So here's what they said. Dear Terralumination, here's your home care instruction kit. So we do all of that. Chest pain observation, heart attack conditions, blah, blah, blah. Myocardial infarctions, and, all of that stuff. So the usual stuff, but it says avoid situations that cause stress, anger, or depression. How do you do that? The whole of life is just one big stress, anger, depression thing, or not. So you can choose to be happy. The thing about Terralumination is that as a person, as a human being, I'm obscenely, rudely optimistic and happy from the inside out. And that causes a problem because in the external world, sometimes things are very, very different. So there's this radical disparity between the internal life of Terralumination and the external experiences, and it puts tremendous pressure on the body. And so I reminded them, well, wait a minute. Wait a minute, I thought of something while I was at the hospital. I just wanted to show you guys. Oh yeah, here's a picture, a doodle I made when I was talking with the nurses. There's Terralumination sitting on the angiogram machines, and there's Terralumination on the floor after he blacked out, after telling them I'm going to black out, and they couldn't stop me. And I smashed my head on all this equipment. And I told them I was messed up. They didn't believe me. And so, anyway, this is what I figure. There's Terralumination, all right? Scared out of his freaking brains. Ah! So I got a lot of physical damage, body parts and whatever, from different things in life. And there's some crushed, broken vertebrae and crushed up discs right here at the same, whatever they call it, the lumbar thingy that's connected to the heart. So my guess is that the spinal damage is causing the heart pressure in the arms, So next thing I'm going to do is have to have a private tarot card shuffler. Anyway, enough self-indulgence here. We're still good enough for Sunday Night Live, okay? Next people. I'm glad you're all having fun conversations about yourselves, amongst yourselves, and that perhaps this little story is prompting the subject of healing, because we're going to focus on this tonight. Just another little thing I mentioned earlier, the Terralumination Silk Scarf raffle is still active. I just haven't had the time or the energy to promote it. We got to sell about 50 or 60 tickets. I've only sold a few already, but I'm not an experienced raffler, so we're going to have to be slow and patient because the raffle is already underway, and I can't change the structure of it with the amount of tickets and the rules for the numbers bought. So we're going to stick with 1 ticket per person, which gives everybody an equal chance, and it's super cheap. But it means I have to sell a lot of tickets. So that's going to just take a lot of time. But eventually, someone is going to win the Tarot Illumination silk scarf and a full-blown private complex reading, and it's only going to cost them $4. So that's pretty cool. And if you're patient, we can do that. So now I'm going to do some Tarot Illumination, like whatever they call it, like promotional stuff. And I'm going to show everybody the little silk scarf, like the newbies. I know there's a lot of you here who've been here many, many times, and you know the drill, but you know, I'm trying to have a really professional channel here so that everybody can have a chance. Hold on. So I'm going to show everybody the scarf. Stay there. Stay there. Now, Abby is in the house tonight. Abby, if you could highlight yourself or something. Abby has agreed to do a modeling event. We're going to do a proper video where you can see what the scarf is like on a real live human being. Tarot Illumination is a guy, and I don't really wear women's scarves very much, but this is what it looks like. Hold on. And it's really, really pretty. It's I'm going to give you a close-up look here. It's high-grade silk, satin, heavy, and it's all the seams are hand-stitched, okay? Over here. I'm just going to show this to you so you can see it close up, all right? So I'm going to open it up now so you can all have a look. I know some of you have seen it before because we've done little like trial promotions, but this is it. This is the scarf. So I want you all to see that. It's hard to tell. Let me just stay there. Stay there. Don't go away. I'm going to do it sign by sign. We've done this once before. Stay there. Okay, here we go. Here we go. So, oh, look. Okay, so it's a scarf. It's a really pretty scarf. And I designed it. It took a long time to make. And it's very expensive. And you can buy one directly if you want on the Tarot Illumination website, but it's very expensive. Okay, so that's why we're doing a raffle. So it gives somebody a chance to buy one, to get one anyway. But it's based on the astrology signs. So it can work for anybody. So over here, look, it starts like this. Okay, you see? This one is Aries. Okay, there's Aries, all right, in your full glory, Aries. And over here is Taurus, okay? And there's the symbol, and there's your name, okay? There's Gemini, your symbol and your name, okay? And there's Cancer, your symbol and your name. And there's Leo, your symbol and your name. Next, keep going. Virgo, Virgo. And there's Libra, okay? That's the Libra symbol, okay? You recognize that, everybody. There's the Scorpio. We're going to talk about Scorpio energy tonight as well, everybody. Can you see that? So this is going to be a big theme tonight for the channel, all right? And then over here, it's Sagittarius. Talk a little bit about that too. And over here is one dear Capricorns, good old down-to-earth solid Capricorn. Oh, Aquarius, the humanitarian for all of us here. And then we've got dear Pisces, okay? Dear, dear, dear Pisces. You've got Chiron in Pisces right now and Neptune in Pisces at 14 degrees. Very serious stuff. So I'm just going to put it out like this. Have a look. Okay? So there is the scarf in the middle. And let's have a look. For some reason, there's like a weird delay or something. I don't know if you can see it. Hold on, stay there. I'm trying to catch up with the the technology here. Hold on. Okay, there. Can you see everything now? Can you see everything? Hold on. All right, so there is kind of what it looks like. All right. Now, it looks to me, I have to tell you, from what I can see on the screen here, there is a huge delay tonight. A huge delay. So I don't really understand why it is so incredibly slow, but I'm just going to keep going here and see if you can see it. I'm going to actually reboot my own page. Stay there. Aha. Reboot my own page. There you go. Okay, now we're better. Now I can see you guys better and you can see me better. So that's what this scarf looks like close up. And I'm going to move it around so you can see kind of the corners and the edges. All right. So there you go. Kind of looks like that. And then it's over here. It looks kind of like that. All right. And then over here, it looks kind of like this. I'm really, really, really proud of this scarf. It came out really, really well. And Abby is here tonight. She's actually done a video on it, but it's too old now. So we're going to do another video. There's the Terra Lumination thing here. And for anybody who buys or wins this scarf, they will get, I'm going to sign it here with a Sharpie and a number as well, okay? And then we go over here for the rest of everything. All right. So I'm just doing this for fun to promote the channel and promote the scarf. So that's what it looks like. All right, everybody. So it's very, very pretty. Yes, Sharon, I made it. I made these scarves. I designed them and I make them. And I want people to have them and so that they can show off in public because they're very, very pretty. And when it's time, we will announce the show. It's going to be a proper recording, and Terra Lumination is going to be there, and Abby's going to be there. So Abby will show you what it looks like when you put the scarf on and you wear it. Okay. So that's enough about the scarf. Yeah, actually, Mnox, you know what? You can do this when you hang the scarf up like this on a white wall, white background. And in good light, it's absolutely beautiful. It's just beautiful. Okay. So anyway, yes, I love fabric, and I'm designing other scarves as well, just so that you know. Taylor Swift has one. Oh gosh. All right. So next. Okay. Yes, in a frame. Oh my gosh. Rose, yes, that's a brilliant idea. So yes, it is. It's very much like stained glass. I wanted it to look like stained glass. And if anyone's interested, on some of the other videos, you'll see it at the very top of the video, like over here. There's a little circle. You press it and it kind of goes click, and it takes you right to the raffle. Okay, that's enough. Moving on. Next, give me a time. Give me some time here, people. All right. Everybody, I want to look at the circumstances right now, tonight. Yeah, so if anyone's interested and they just want to go and buy the scarf, you can just go to terralumination.com. And there's a little section right there just for the scarf. Okay? But anyway, tonight's show is going to be a little bit different. We're doing improvisation, kind of like what we're doing right now. And we're going to do some chat in a little while. I'm just going to hang out with you guys and chat. And we're going to chill out and relax, kind of like we do at the campfire, as though it was the end of the show. and we might have some songs and sing-alongs and things. And the reason is just that honestly, I'm kind of like pooped out and a bit fragile, and it's a lot of work to do the readings the way I like to do them. I like to be very, very pure, hyper clear, hyper intense. And I need to do a lot of homework to get myself prepped up to do readings, and I don't have the energy. So we're just having fun tonight, all right? So let's have a look. A couple of things. I wanted to show you this, everybody. This is a little doodle made by Lumination in live, and it's for, you know, the time around now. Tonight, it is Sunday Night Live with Lumination, November the 12th, 2017. And this is a very, very simplified chart of the moment. All right. And I wanted to show this to you just for fun, and you'll see why we're doing it this way in a minute. Now, this is set up as a universal chart, okay? And a lot of you will recognize this because a lot of you already know a lot about astrology and tarot anyway. So we're using this as a universal chart. So this is what applies to everybody in the whole world. So this circle here could represent the universe, and these little blobs. Let me get my crystal stick. Okay, I'm back. So these little blobs, these represent the planets, okay? Planet, 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 blah, 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 blah. Now, right at the moment, right now, we have a tremendous amount of emphasis in Scorpio, okay? It is Scorpio season right now, and we're right in the thick of it, okay? And at this very moment in time, right now, tonight, the wonderful planet Jupiter, the great benefic, the great expander, the great explorer, the great healer, the great giver of gifts, is right here. It's at about 5, 6 or so degrees of Scorpio. And guess what? Beautiful little Venus is sitting right on top of it. Now, isn't that cute? It's a beautiful coincidence. Jupiter and Venus are sitting right together. It's a very beautiful combination. So we might be feeling these kind of extra super special magical kind of things happening in our life to do with like deep profound sensations of inner joy and beauty that you might not have known existed before, becoming like having a deeper awareness that at these very deep profound levels inside our body, not only that, deep inside our heart and going deeper right into our soul, there is the core ingredient of joy. And that is indestructible. It belongs to all of us. We all have that potential. The question is it accessible? Because it's very, very deeply buried. The energy of Scorpio is very hidden, okay? It's the deepest, darkest, most hidden sign energy planet. It's all to do with Pluto. And it's the energy of massive raw power, irreversible, unchangeable power. It's the energy of, like, you know, tectonic plates, the energy of one continent butting against another, you know, like how the Himalaya mountains from India butt into the Himalaya mountains from China, and they kind of go like this, and they create Mount Everest. You can't stop that. Pluto, Scorpio energy, does not care about anyone or anything and their problems. Pluto is just doing what it does. And it creates massive, irreversible transformation in all of us, all the time, at the most deep and profound level that a lot of us hardly ever know. So that's what's happening. It's the energy of tectonic plates. whether it's on the coastlines of Japan, or whether it's in China and India, or whether it's on the California coast, or whether it's in a volcano in the Pacific Islands, whatever it is. So that energy here is very, very, very deep, very profound. And if that cracks open and you get a glimpse of what it's like to have that amazing, intense power of joy, and to realize that it's true and that it exists, it's an incredibly powerful healing ingredient that can permeate through your life so long as you're willing to allow it to flow. And that's the key here. So guess what's also happening? This beautiful alignment between Jupiter and Venus in Scorpio is very deeply aligned in harmony with Neptune in Pisces over here, which is very much about all the energy that has been buried and hidden. You know, sometimes people think of the 12th house Piscean energy as the dumpster, the kitchen drawer, the trash can, the spiritual dumping ground, the place where everybody sweeps everything away and just hopes it goes away, and then you can get back with your three-dimensional life without having to worry about the deeper, more profound issues, and you will just pass it on to the next lifetime. Okay, people? Right. Sure. But at some point, at some lifetime, perhaps this lifetime, eventually the dumpster gets full. It gets so stinky and so contaminated that you have to do something about it. And so this is for like Terra Illumination, a constant theme. You've got to reveal it to heal it. So the beauty of this particular aspect here is that it's very, very fortuitous for us to reveal it, to heal it. This is a very, very powerful and profound time for all of us to very gently release the deepest, gnarliest, goopiest, yuckiest doo-doo that is buried in the depths of our personal dumpsters, and gradually release it, reveal it, to heal it, reveal it, bring it out so that we can apply the healing power of love. Okay? And guess what? That's what it's all about right now, because dear, dear Neptune itself, the planet of healing, along with Jupiter, especially with Jupiter and Scorpio, it's very, very powerful energy for healing. So like it's a double duty, double combo time for reveal it to heal it. But it can be done in a very beautiful, spiritual, gentle way where you don't have to take a sledgehammer or go through some of the stuff that, Terra Illumination just had to go through at the hospital. Terra Illumination is basically living by example. When I did that little invocation for you guys about, a couple of weeks ago, please, dear angels, please, divine guidance, bring everything that we need and release us from everything that we don't need. And I treated all this heart attack stuff as something that I needed. I treated it as a divine blessing. It was a major wake-up call, and it told me that there are deep, deep, profound stress issues in my personal life that need to be addressed, honored, understood, and respected, and brought into the light. And you name them. You put language to them. You identify, what is this? Ow, this hurts. What is it that's hurting? Why is it hurting? Is it because of you? Is it because of them, this person or this situation? But once you reveal it, you can identify it, and then it no longer owns you. So that's so much part of the healing. I hope that makes sense. So we have this tremendous opportunity right now here about the chance to heal, okay? And that's kind of what I'm trying to present to you. And it's going to go on for some time now, especially this Jupiter Neptune thing. It's going to be with us for some time. So let's take full advantage of it. I know a lot of people are struggle with this Scorpio energy because it's very deep, it's very profound, and it takes us to places where we don't want to go. A lot of people are scared of scorpionic, plutonic type of energy because it's the taboo. It's the stuff that nobody wants to deal with. It's like You know, just think of the emergency room doctors. Who wants to spend your, day job every day looking at, corpses flying into the room all chewed up and beaten up, and people having breakdowns, and people having all sorts of horrific health issues in real time in their physical bodies, and you're just there all day long patching people up, you know it's a tough job, but someone's got to do it, and that's kind of like Scorpio energy. Scorpio energy in its highest expression is ultimate power healing. It's the ultimate power healing energy when you take the transformational energy that goes with Scorpio here, and it's heavily amplified because of Jupiter in Scorpio, all sweetened up like having candy, all your heavy medicines wrapped up in nice candy of Venus. And of course, the sun is lighting it up with full power. And then we've got the new moon coming up, okay? And that's going to be on the 18th, as far as I know. So that's all of that. Just everything I was talking about is right in here, okay? Now, simultaneously, of course, we got this big old T square that's still going on. And that is the, let's say, the contradictory pressure, the stuff that you would feel is very, very stressful, like the things that you don't want to deal with, that need to be identified, that are going to be identified when you allow the healing power of love to flow. And that's the key. Being willing to surrender, give up, power, give up control, give up the need to have full understanding and mastery over all the ingredients of your life, and then having the courage and the grace and the humility to surrender that something more powerful, okay? Like the energy of Pluto, the tectonic plate. There's no point in trying to stop an earthquake with your bare hands. You can't do that. You might want to, but you can't do that. So it's better just to go with the flow and allow the healing power of love to flow. So that's what we're going to talk about here. By the way, we still have this big fat fire trine, which is very supportive, which is allowing us to very, very bravely and courageously identify with our true selves, like a major wake-up call. Like, come on, people. Come on, people. This is the time. All this energy here, do not waste this. It's time now to honor yourself, be yourself, in the best, highest way possible. Wake up, rise up to these new higher frequencies, higher vibrations. And the only way you can do that is remove the obstacles, because it's the obstacles, which is all the junk, the garbage, the psychic, mental, emotional disease that we're denying or buried. That's what blocks the happiness. So by removing the obstacles, healing what needs to be healed, you can more readily allow yourself to be your own unique self, okay? Happier, richer, fuller, stronger, more loving, more lovable. Be more loving, be more lovable, and all of that. So anyway, there's more we could talk about here, but I'm getting carried away. I want to show you just a little short list of what we were talking about, okay? So November 13th, that is tomorrow, Pacific Standard Time, okay? Venus is exactly conjunct Jupiter. This is very, very beautiful. This is about the expansion of love energy at the most intense, profound levels, going to the depths of your soul. We're not just talking about like, you know, box of candy for your birthday, or here, darling, I love you very much, here's some roses. We're talking about deep, ultimate soul merger, where it's almost terrifying to the point where you dissolve into the soul of another, and the soul of another dissolves into you, to the point where it is so beautiful to understand that we are all one. You are one with each other, and it's a universal love. It's absolutely beautiful. And of course, that relates specifically to this little blob here that I mentioned a moment ago. Next, I'm hoping you're all chatting amongst yourselves, because I'm just going on a rant here, okay? Next, on the 16th, we got Venus trine Neptune. Very, very beautiful. and that's going to be a long-term pattern. It's very, very much to do with like angelic presence, the understanding and deep awareness of angelic presence, divine guidance, divine awareness in our lives, perhaps through expression. Okay, maybe you're artistic, maybe you're very imaginative, very creative, but you can also use it towards healing. Okay, divine healing. Okay, we can tune into those energies. That, of course, relates to this dynamic here. Okay, Neptune. Okay, next, also on the 16th, we've got Chiron trine Sun. Very nice. Okay, so that's going to be over here. Scorpio here, the Sun, trine Chiron over here. I should just mark that in. Hold on. Going, which is yet another profound aspect that enhances the potential for energy healing, profound transformational energy healing at the depths of your soul. It's the same thing. There's a powerful impetus here to reveal it, to heal it. It might feel very uncomfortable, but that's the revealing that needs to happen. But once you do that, it's like popping a huge zit, and it's relief. Okay, so next thing, that thing, the Jupiter Chiron thing, which is also here, again, this aspect here, Jupiter Chiron, that's also very much to do with love and healing. It's very much the expansive energy of healing here, and which is a core theme of Tarot Lumination. It's all about love and healing. Okay. In fact, I'm going to show you the little front cover doodle. I've done this before. The book is still not published, but this is the little doodle for the book. Front cover. It's going to be bright, luminous, magenta, pink, and gold. And it's called Love and Healing. It's a little book about the healing power of love. Okay. This is very, very real. This is all true story stuff. It's told like an adult fairy tale. And I'm getting ready to publish it as soon as we can get the funding together. Okay. And we've got a super publisher lined up. So that's no worries. Next, November 18th, we have the Scorpio new moon. And that's going to be all about reveal it to heal it. So it might be a little awkward. It might feel as though you're very kind of left with your pants off, or left with your shirt off, because Scorpio energy is going to go very, very deep to the point where it might be, totally starkers. And hopefully we'll all have the grace to surrender to this and allow ourselves to surrender to the greater energy that's out there. Allow the healing power of love to flow and move into your life instead of resisting it. Allow it, surrender, 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 and then embrace it. It might be traumatic. It might be painful. You might be a weeping, gibbering, blubbering mess. But if you can share that with someone who is willing to be that intimate and close with you, it can be the most profound healing opportunity of life. It can open up new doorways for you in terms of opening your heart. Of course, we have to be very careful, because when you open the heart up to that degree, to that extent, it makes you extremely vulnerable. So you have to be in a safe place with safe people who you love very much and whom you love very much in return. Okay? Next, I made more doodles for you. Yay! So with the Scorpio new moon, I just wanted to show you this. Hold on, I'm exhausted. Let's have some fun. We'll come to this in a moment. Okay, stay there. I'm going to play a serious song now. Okay. Stay there. I am God. Hey, Lena, no green effects. Lena, I just wanted to say thank you personally. This is Tarot Lumination speaking to you, Lena, no green effects. I wanted to say thank you personally for writing in and suggesting this format for tonight. It's really helping me to get off the hook. I get the chance to express and relax and hang out with you guys because this is kind of like my favorite thing to do. And I'm not under the pressure to do the readings because sometimes the readings can be extremely demanding, extremely exhausting, as much as I love doing them. So thank you, Lena. The whole idea for tonight's show was for Lena. So everybody, for all the regulars, we're used to doing all these readings. I'm not going to do any tonight. Sorry. Uh, but I wanted to thank Lena personally for the suggestion to do what we're doing tonight about just chat, chilling, campfire songs, and some improv. You know, we're just improvising, okay? Now, I'm not looking at the screen much, but I'm going to get back to the screen with you guys soon. Just want to play the song, all right? So hang out, all right? Stay there. I am guided, I am protected, 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 I am guided, I am protected. When the light of hope it fades, when all faith is blown away, when all sense of trust goes down, when a smile turns into frown, when it feels there's no relief, nothing in which to believe, desperate in woe and grief, angels come reminding me, I am guided, I am protected, 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 I am guided, I am protected. Angels gather close to me, show me what I cannot see. Angels take me by the hand, lift me when I cannot stand. Angels lead me through the dark, soothe and tend a broken heart, laughing at the circumstance, crying while we sing and dance. I am guided, I am protected, 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 I am guided, I am protected. Together. I am guided, I am protected, I am guided, I am protected, I am guided, I am protected, I am guided, I am protected. You know what? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do the song a cappella in a moment, but I was just looking at these because the way it's just recorded on that little demo thing, it's about I, which is great, so you can sing that to yourself, but we're here tonight. So why don't we turn it into a little group thing, you know? Because you guys help me a lot. I learn tremendous amount from you guys when I do your readings, and it brings tremendous fulfillment into my life. So what I'd like to do is a new a cappella version, if you'll bear with me. I hope you don't mind. There's no guitar. I'm not even going to try to play guitar right now. I'm too weak. I'm too fragile. So I'm going to do this again. But instead of I, we're going to do we. And if you want to, you can sing along to yourselves or hum to yourselves or chat amongst yourselves or whatever you want to do. But I've just decided that I'm going to do an improv a cappella. Okay? So Lena, this is all your fault. Whew, I need a big breath. Hold on. Okay. When the light of hope it fades, when all faith is blown away, when all sense of trust goes down, when a smile turns into frown, when it feels there's no relief, nothing in which to believe, desperate in woe and grief, angels come reminding me. We are guided, we are protected, 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 we are guided, we are protected. We are guided, we are protected, we are guided, we are protected. Angels gather close to me, show me what I cannot see. Angels take me by the hand, lift me when I cannot stand. Angels lead me through the dark, soothe and tend a broken heart, laughing at the circumstance, crying while we sing and dance. We are guided, we are protected, 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 we are guided, we are protected. We are guided, we are protected, we are guided, we are protected, we are guided, we are protected, we are guided, we are protected. So, there you go. I had to do that for you. I had to do that. I had this very strange compulsion to do that for you. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, maybe the angels are singing through me, Abby. I don't know. I made up that song a little while ago, and I hope some of you enjoyed that. And you can see that it's a kind of a group thing, because if we can think of this as we instead of Terra Illumination and you guys, if you think of it as us, it becomes so much more powerful, because then you can own the same energy. It just becomes just like whatever they call it, freeware. You know, you can own it. You can incorporate the words into your own life and understand and believe that you truly are guided, you truly are protected. Okay? I just want you to know that. I just had a funny idea. Now that I've done that, I'm feeling a little bit more like confident now, and I might do that again later on. Hold on. Let's do another song. Okay. Stay there. Stay there. You know this one. We're just gonna do this one. You know what? Let's have a little chat. Let's just have a little chat about angels. Um, since we're doing this. So, You know, it's very, very hard for Terra Illumination to work with you directly off the chat screen like this, but we can maybe fudge it a little bit, okay? Um, so just like, let's put it to the vote, or like a count or something. It looks like there's about 25 people in the room. We started at 50, but there's no readings tonight, so probably a lot of people went home, you know, nothing much to do. But for the real diehards who are hanging out here, uh, who personally, actively believes in angels? Like, just maybe type it in the screen, yes or no, or maybe. You know, I would like to just get a kind of a count, like a reality check. Um, hey, happy go lucky, that's genius. I just saw that on the screen. Um, so Brady believes. Brady believes in angels. You actually believe them as angelic beings, as an actual physical presence. Okay, yes. Sharon, Anna, Lena, Alsan, Rose, Kelly, yes. Wow. Abby, yes. Sarah Salamanca, yes. Jennifer, wow. Wow, that's a lot. Oh, Giggle, you too. Yes, so much. Thank you. Katie's a maybe. Maybe. That's okay. Maybe's good. That allows that the door is open at least. Sharon, you don't know. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty. It doesn't matter even if you don't know. You know, Little Miss Abundance knows. Okay, that's good. Cool. So anyway, just for fun, I'm going to give you, because you know how I like to make doodles. This time I want to show you some pictures that are much better than I can make. I've got some pictures. What am I, Sharon? Let's do some people. Let's do some group healing. Oh, right. Okay. Well, you want to get into that? You seriously want to get into that? Okay. Abby's calling it out. So, I just wanted to show you some pictures. This is a very old book, but it's kind of like one of the books that I use for keeping myself in shape. And, you know, these are pictures of auras and things for people who do energy healing. Abby would understand this. And some of you are energy healers yourself. Okay? But I wanted you to see this little picture here. Okay? All right, I'm going to put this up now. Can everybody see this? Can everybody see this? Let's have a look. Let's just see if this works out, if you can see this on camera. I don't know. Let me have a look here. Something like that. I'm going to hold it roughly in that position there. Oh, yeah, there was a lot of videos. Did you see there's tons of videos all over YouTube about 11/11? Woohoo, yay. So, um, so it's different for everybody, but I'm going to give you a perspective from Terra Illumination, because this is kind of my world, and I'm just sharing you kind of an inside look at what goes on here at Terra Illumination. At Terra Illumination, I have a little tiny private practice, which is extremely exclusive. And it just has to be that way because it's an extremely intimate process. But if you look at this little picture here, okay, pretend this is like your typical average massage table at one of those little spas or treatment centers. You know, if anybody has ever gone and had a little, you know, treatment, you know, treated themselves to a massage, they typically they put you on a little table like this, okay? And you can just lie there and chill out, and they cover you in a nice towel. They light some candles and they burn some incense and whatever, and they you know, get some oil in their hands, and they start to do the massage all over you. And so that's great. It's wonderful. If you've never had a massage, a professional massage, I would really recommend one. It can be very, very soothing. Also, Energy healing, of course, you understand it is a growing phenomenon, and it's been around since the dawn of mankind because, thousands of years ago, the only healing tools we had were our bare hands. But today we have much more advanced tools, which are extensions of our hands, that what they use in things like microsurgery or radiosurgery, but it's still an extension of the hands. So our hands are sacred. Our hands are holy. Okay? A lot of energy is transmitted and received through our hands. So in this little picture here, do you see that person? Pretend that's you. You can pretend that's you lying on the table getting your treatment. And there's the practitioner. This could be Abby, or this could be Favorite, or this could be Lena, or this could be any one of you if you're like any one of you who's a professional healer or an aspiring or training healer. So there you are, you're doing your work as you're trained to do. Like Abby was talking the other day about Brima, which is a form of energy healing. And it's about, you know, allowing yourself to be an instrument to move energy healing into the patient. So this is what we're talking about. Here is the table, here is the patient, and here, I'll put it like this. Here is the practitioner. And what happens is in the really super hyper advanced energy healing modalities, what happens is the practitioner is actually operating as a transmitter, okay? A transmitter like this, okay? So let's just say it's Lena. Let's just say Lena is the practitioner, and let's say Giggle is on the table here, okay? Let's say, okay, let's say there's a team. So let's say there's Giggle, and Giggle is on the table, all right? Because you're getting a treatment, because you need treatment, because you're all miserable about something. Something terrible is going on and you need a treatment. And you're not going to get it from a tarot reading. You need something more. So you sit on the table, and then Lena shows up because she's some sort of cool person who understands these things. And guess what happens? Once the intention is set and the healer and the patient have opened their hearts and allowed the energy to flow, then what happens is the energy flows. The healing power of love is allowed to move. And do you see this little channel here? You see this? Do you see how similar this is to this crystal? Do you see that? See what I'm trying to indicate here? If you can imagine, the healing power of love is literally like a shower, like a faucet, like energy that moves from heaven down through here to earth into three-dimensional forms that can be transmitted through the healer to the patient. So once that transmission starts to occur, it's like, an electric wire, energy flows. And the healing power of love, it just sits right there. It's just what it is. It's a universal healing modality, and it moves into the body through the practitioner to the patient. Now, when you take these practices to very, very advanced levels, what happens is this energy here, this part here of the practitioner who is transmitting the healing energy becomes like a swirling vortex, like a magnetic field that attracts more and more energy into the field. And guess what that extra energy is? These are the angels. So can you see here? Here are the angels, 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 and angels. And most of these angels are spiritual beings, very, very similar to ourselves, who love doing this. They love being compassionate and trying to help people to heal. And so, hey, Father Lucifer, I just saw that on the screen. You've just started learning Reiki. That's very cool. So this is sort of like Reiki, It's what we're talking about. So what can happen here is that once the healer has made themselves available to the patient, then the healing power of love can now move through the patient and through the healer to the patient. And in so doing, it allows the angels to add their influence and their power and their magnetism as well. And sometimes when you're doing this at very advanced levels, it can be extremely precise, almost like what surgeons would do in an emergency room, you know. But we're talking about healing that occurs in the emotional body, the psychic body, the spiritual body, as opposed to your kneecap or your earlobe or your elbow or something. We're talking about deep, deep, deep soul healing, which is very much to do with all of this stuff here what we mentioned in Pisces about you got to reveal it to heal it in the spirit body, in the spirit realm, okay? So I just wanted to let you know that in the life, in the world, in the daily, you know, just puttering around with tarot illumination, this is kind of what it's like. Okay, I'm not saying there all day, every day, because when I'm doing grocery shopping, um, you know, if I need an angelic contact, then that's fine. But typically, everything happens when it's supposed to happen. When I'm working with in a very exclusive situation with someone who needs deep, profound soul healing, all I am doing is allowing myself to be a transmitter. It's just like, you know, a USB charging cord for your smartphone. That's all I'm doing as tarot illumination. Same thing with the tarot readings. It's what Abby does. Abby's a practitioner. Father Lucifer is becoming a trained practitioner in Reiki. I'm a practitioner in my own way. I'm sure a bunch of you are practitioners out there, but when you expand and grow your skills, you can bring in a massive support team, just like they do in a real life surgery, where you have the lead doctor who's doing the work, but there's a massive support team, you know, like scalpel, syringe, sponge, oxygen, monitor the heart, monitor the blood pressure, blah, 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 all of that stuff. And it's all supplementary healing. And these supplementary healers are very, 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 very close to us. The veil between our three-dimensional world and the angelic world is thinner than this. You can't even see it. See, this is a piece of paper here. See that piece of paper? That is the degree of separation between our three-dimensional world and our angelic beings, okay? Okay? It feels huge, but the veil is actually very, very thin. So anyway, I thought I would show you this picture rather than try to make a doodle. And I wanted to show you a close-up. So everybody pay attention. This is a close-up picture of what it's like. The experience of what happens. This is a visual depiction of what happens inside energy healing in the broad context, whether it's Brima with Abby, Reiki with Father Lucifer, tarot readings with tarot illumination, private stuff with tarot illumination, massage, whatever it is, people who do remote healing, extreme vibrational energy healing. Here's a depiction, okay? Can you see this? It's probably illegal for me to do this, but I'm trying to do it so that, you know, you can just see the picture here. Okay, so, all right, can you see that? Can you see that close up? Does that make sense? Do you see the healer? She's at the top with the darker hair, and she's extending her hands over and above the patient. And really all the healer is doing is allowing the body to be a transmitter of the healing power of love. Okay? That is the energy of heaven. And as you can see, when you're tuned in at an extreme high frequency, the energy can fill the room. And that allows the healer to be a conduit for the angels, because the angels are here and here and here and here and here. and the patient is here. And so can you imagine? All of this mind-boggling energy is out there and available for all of us all the time on demand. And here is the catch. Here is the catch. There are people who are ready, willing, and able to serve. There are doctors, patients, professional energy healers who do that. But here's the tricky part. Are you worthy? Are you deserving? Are you open to receive? Are you ready? Are you willing? Are you able to receive? That's the problem. And a lot of people aren't, because they're terrified of this, because they don't believe in it. They're scared of it. It sounds like total gobbledygook nonsense. It sounds like, witches and paganism and voodoo and whatever you want to call it. But I'm just letting you know from true life experience with Tarot Illumination, this is my world. And I'm just sharing this with you because this is common knowledge. I'm not an exclusive owner of this. It's not anything. This is universal love. This is the Piscean energy of Neptune. This is universal love at its highest frequency being expressed. And it has so much desire to be expressed and shared and radiated. So the real challenge is this. There's the healer, there's the patient. In whatever form, it could be a love relationship, it could be a marriage, it could be a parent and a child, it could be young lovers, it could be old lovers, it could be a doctor and a patient, it could be friend and a friend, male male, male female, female female, female male, whatever, where the core energy is about healing, bringing life and love and healing to each other. And the real problem is being ready, willing, and able to receive. And so it's almost like, because with the Scorpio energy, for example, that's happening right now, there's tremendous pressure, tremendous pressure with control. Scorpio energy is all about power, irrevocable, unchangeable, unrelenting, unstoppable power. It's the power and energy of tectonic plates. You cannot stop the Pacific plate moving against the California plate. It goes like this, and every few years or every few centuries or every few thousands or millions of years, it goes like this, grunch. And then it does it again, grunch, and then grunch. You can't stop it. Now, in human terms, what I'm trying to relate here is that as human beings, we like to feel as though we're in control and ownership of our lives, okay? And so the whole idea of having to completely surrender and let go is just unthinkable. It's shocking. It's like a complete, it goes completely contrary to all common sense of survival, living, controlling life, managing your life, living your life, where you are the master of your destiny. And yet here we are with Tarot Illumination, considering the idea that you have to let go, you have to release, you have to surrender. And it's about being, so I'm going to just say it, okay? But think of it in terms of a question. I'm just going to say the little invocation that I say every day anyway. It goes like this. I am worthy. I am deserving. I am open to receive. I am ready. I am willing. I am able to receive. Okay. Now the question is, what are we talking about? Well, for Tarot Illumination, it's simple. I just never put it in the invocation there, but it's the healing power of love. Let's put it this way. I am worthy to receive the healing power of love. I am deserving to receive the healing power of love. I am open to receive the healing power of love. Not only that, I am ready to receive the healing power of love. Not only that, I am willing to receive the healing power of love. On top of that, I am able to receive the healing power of love. And that, to be able to do that, requires complete, utter surrender of the self and the ego to something greater than us. That is the healing power of love. That is the energy to which we all belong, the energy from which we are all made, and that we're all swimming in together. Okay? So I'm going to do a little doodle, because you know I like to do doodles. I'm just going to take the names list. It's a little joke. I love telling this. It's kind of a silly thing, but okay. Here is a scuba diver doing what he's doing. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 with his big fins over here. Big fins over here. There's his tank on the back. There's his bubble. There's his mask. And there's bubbles coming out of here. Okay? And he's just a scuba diver. Here's a scuba diver being a scuba diver. Okay? Really, it's really silly. Okay, and let's just say it's off of Eastern Australia on the Great Barrier Reef. And here is a spectacular, crazy, beautiful, wacky fish of some kind. And he's very curious little fish, very happy little fish. And let's say he's all very stripy, and he has little fins like this, and a little fin up here, and a little fin up here. Okay, so there we go. And there's the coral reefs. There's the coral reefs in between. And so the fish is just being the fish, and the scuba diver is just being the scuba diver. And the scuba diver is swimming along, and he sees the fish, and the scuba diver kind of goes, wow, you're so beautiful. You're amazing. And you have this beautiful world in which you're living, this beautiful ocean, this beautiful water, you know? Okay? And there's this happy, funny, curious little fish, very, very curious, and he's looking at the scuba diver. He's looking at the scuba diver and says, wow, you're really cool. I've never seen anything like you, but you sound really, really intelligent. I was wondering, do you mind if I ask you a strange question? And the scuba diver says, okay, well, what is that? And the little fish says, I'll show it to you. Hold on, stay there. Stay there. Okay, here it is. The little fish says, dear scuba diver, while you're here, could you tell me what is water? Okay. I know it sounds kind of stupid, but that's kind of like the human condition. It's like humans are asking, well, what is love? The thing is, you're swimming in it all the time. You're surrounded in it. Your whole world is love. It's made of love. You're floating in it. Everyone else is floating in it. You're made of it. You're 99% water, whatever that is. But nobody tells the little fish. The fish is just born and lives and dies in water. But when he met the scuba diver, he just thought this is his opportunity. What is water? What is this stuff called water? And of course, the poor scuba diver, it's very, very hard for the scuba diver to explain this stuff called water. So that's how hard it is. And it sounds so simple, but that's how hard it is to understand love, the energy of love, the healing power of love, because we're swimming it in all the time, all day, every day. and we just take it all for granted, but we don't even hardly know it's there. But it is there. Okay? That's all I'm suggesting, and I just wanted you to see that. So, yeah. So, I'm hoping that you're chatting amongst yourselves, having a fun time. I'm going to put on another song now, okay? So, um, yeah, we're getting a little bit spacey on this show, but it's giving me a chance to just like chill out and relax and decompress because I'm still having this like hospital hangover thing. If you can imagine, it's not just hospital hangover. I mean, 4 days ago, I thought I was dying. You know, I was in my I was in my little house, and when the firemen came in here, you know, I was in my bedroom, lying down on my bed. I thought I was dying. I didn't have much long to go, and they came into the house, and there were 6 firemen in my bedroom. 6 huge, full-dressed firemen with all their emergency gear and doing all their stuff. You know what they do. You know, it's just like being next to a big car crash. So 2 of the guys jumped on my bed, stood up on my bed, staring down at me, sticking in all these wires and plugs and opening my eyeballs just to check, is he alive, blah, 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 and all that. And when they realized he's okay, he's alive, he's got vitals, he's good, let's get him out of here. So then they took me away. But I surrendered. I gave up. I realized I couldn't fight this. Either I have to continue in my egoic condition that the world is the way it is, and I can handle it. I can handle it the way it is. And then I realized I can't. I reached a breaking point. My heart gave up. My body gave up. And I couldn't carry the stress anymore. The only way I could continue was to surrender. I had to allow the healing power of love to move into my life. I had to accept. I had to accept and receive love from others. I love dishing this out for you. I love doing tarot illumination for you guys. But apparently I was due for a dose of my own medicine, receiving love. And so I was living by example. According to the invocations from, a week or so earlier, I was asking, please, dear angels, dear healing power of love, dear divine guides, please bring me into my life what I need to know right now for myself, for my own health and healing and growth and evolution. And that's what happened. Had a freaking more or less heart attack thing. But I learned a lot from that. I learned that I had to go into a state of complete and utter surrender. Complete, utter surrender, and allow myself to be carried and loved and embraced by professionals. Also, of course, I was very lucky to have a few dear friends who came by as well to help get through. But otherwise, I was totally at the mercy of professional caregivers, and I allowed myself to receive the healing power of love. And those firemen and those doctors and those nurses and those drivers, they were no different from the angels that I just showed you in those pictures. Okay? So there we go. I'm going to celebrate now. I'm going to put on. Let's have a little song and dance. I am healing. I am healed. I am healing. I'm going to do a song. We can all get up and dance, okay? So pretend we're at the campfire. Before we get rolling, everybody take a deep breath. Everybody stand up and shake around and like loosen up your body, because I think it's time to just like jiggle and shake your way into healing. I do a lot of very, very custom made healing practices that I have not shown to anybody, but they are like super ultra concentrated methods of self-healing. Maybe one day I'm going to have a chance to share that with everybody, but not now. In the meantime, pretend you're kind of like at your favorite nightclub in Ibiza, or someplace where you just literally like rip it out and you know You flash and flail your body all over the room and dance your freaking head off, okay? And that's what we're going to do. Go, 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 go. I am healing, I am healing, I am healing, I am healing, I am healing now. Okay. Hey, Mikey, maybe we could do a real live dance production of this. If you're still here, Mikey, like do this like big time, like a big, like full on club, you know, Ibiza Euro dance thing. Hey, wow. Hey, Father Lucifer, I just saw that. You're healing 33 years clean and sober. That's pretty freaking cool. Okay, Lena, I hope that helped. What I want to do something now is like, um, like some people, at Tarot Illumination, they ask about like past lives and can we do specific readings about this and that and like, and it's like, Tarot Illumination, I'm not a fortune teller, okay? We just we just deal with energy. We work with the soul. We work with the deepest inner part of your soul. And once we get very, very close to that level, you can start to actually sense the energy around you, where you become more and more aware of the angelic presence. You actually start to feel the energy of heaven. You actually start to feel the healing power of love as a force field. You may not understand it at first because it feels circumstantial, uh, like such and such a thing will happen and it has no explanation. And then you wonder about it days later. Well, wait a minute. I wished for that and I got it. We're talking about that kind of energy. So for a lot of people, uh, when because I used to work as a consultant to mediums and psychics and things like that. And so if you consider yourself a being, and that's you, and we have this thing that we like to sometimes call the past, and we also have this thing that we also like to call the future, okay? And we're living in this, what we think of as a continuum the whole time, okay? And in the world of tarot illumination, what I'm trying to suggest is that, yes, we have to be extremely aware of our history and our legacy. We have to be acutely aware of what lies in front of us in terms of perception. But none of it matters more than being present here and now. And when it freaks people out when they start to experience things like angels or the healing power of love or some kind of divine intervention in their life, when there's no explanation except that it might have come from the future or it might have come from the past. But as we discover is that, in spirit, there is no past, there's no future, it's just all here now. And that's where we are right now. So I wanted to convey a little story about when I was in the hospital recently, because angelic presence can occur person to person, human to human, in real time. It doesn't have to be your dead uncles, your dead aunties and nieces and nephews, and your Labrador and your Doberman and your goldfish and your pet rabbits and your poodles. It doesn't have to be that. Or the ones that you expect to have or want to have, or the dreams. None of that. You can have real life, three-dimensional, five-dimensional, seventh-dimensional experience with people who act as angels in this lifetime, here and now, where we literally, as human beings, are, where it isn't just like, oh, there's Lena, or there's Abby, or there's Father Lucifer being a highly effective instrument in terms of the healing power of love. What can happen is, by conjoining our energies, this can amplify. And what happens is, we're dealing real time with real people. Like there's like 30 people here or something right now, and we're all connected at this frequency. That's it. It's very, very simple. And the whole of the theme of the show tonight is about healing and the healing power of love. And I'm very glad to share this with you. All I wanted to do was convey a little story about how this can happen in real time. If you're talking about angels and past lives over here, that's great. And angels and past lives hoping for all of that over here, that's great too. But they also exist right here and now. And the only reason I can speak on this with authority is because this is what happens in my own life. I'm very, very, very fortunate. I'm just letting you know, despite a lifetime of near-death situations, and it's getting kind of old, frankly. I'm very lucky to be alive, and apparently I have a really strong heart to have survived all the cock-ups and screw-ups at the hospital, because they overdosed by double the heart stressors, and I got through it um, just fine, apparently. Even though I nearly died, I still got through it. But I want you to know, while I was in the hospital, let's just say, you know, there's the hospital bed, and there's Terra Illumination lying down, okay, and there's the arms, there's the legs, and there's his head all beat up and smashed up, and there's some pillows, and so on. And there's the rails, they have railings on the beds, and then there's okay, so there's Terra Illumination in the hospital, all freaking miserable. And there's all the wires connected over here, and all the meters and the dials over here, and nurses here and a doctor here. Well, guess what? Guess what? I was very, very lucky, because there were many, many moments when I knew for a fact, because I had confirmation from my beloved, that my perceptions were true, because we just communicated recently. And during my visit here, just like in the illustrations I showed you from the other book, I knew that my beloved was sitting next to me here in an angelic form. Okay? I'm just going to make a kind of a doodle, very, very simple. I'm just going to keep it very simple like that. Okay? Angelic presence. There's my sweetheart, okay? And she came to me because she was not available to be there in person at that moment in time, but she came anyway in spirit, in real time. And this person is a real life person. And we love each other very much. I love her and she loves me. And she made a specific point of extending the healing power of love to myself through her angelic presence. And I was very lucky to be on the receiving end, because this presence here was as visible to me as any of the nurses and the doctors and the machines and the devices, just like that picture I showed you here. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to go back to this picture. You see this picture here? See this little picture? Pretend this is Terra Illumination. Okay? And pretend this is one of the doctors taking care of me. Well, guess what? My sweetheart could have been this one or this one. And they were that close. And it's the same thing that I was trying to talk about earlier, about angelic presence. Angels don't have to come from the past. They don't have to come from the future. They can come from person to person, real time. We are angelic beings. Our physiology is much bigger than our physical body. And I'm just very, very fortunate to have a mate who happens to oscillate and radiate at these frequencies. So I'm just sharing that with you as an example. I'm going to go back to that other picture so that you can understand here. So in this little picture, I was very lucky, because my sweetheart was right here with me in the form of angelic presence. Anyway, without having to be a mysterious angel that I did not know from the great beyond. So all I'm suggesting is that this is universal. This kind of healing power of love, it's universal. It's very, very big. It's extremely powerful, and it works. Okay, and it's all about the intention. But the key thing is the willingness to surrender, the willingness to be able to receive love. That's one of the biggest challenges for people on this earth, is the ability to receive love. We are taught and trained, like nurses and doctors are trained, to give out all their loving energy. Moms, women in general, have been conditioned to give everything away to, like, I don't want to get into a sexist type of story here, but you know, a lot of women have had to give away a lot just as standard operating procedure. And I believe those energies are changing, where there's going to be much more equanimity and more balance in life in the world, as men and women together understand that it's all about being willing to surrender to the healing power of love, and understanding that you are worthy, you are deserving, and you can be open to receive. And you must be ready, you must be willing, you must be able to receive. Otherwise, you just get stuck in the mud. You just end up as another car in a roadside ditch, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, waiting for to have the courage to surrender. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that. Yeah, miracles are actually very common. Miracles are a very, very, very common experience. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to play a little song with you now, that I share sometimes. Hold on. Oh, I got the wrong I got the wrong file. Stay there. Don't go away. Stay there. I want to do another song with you. Oh, wait a minute. Where is it? I can't find it. Where is it? Ether. Here it is. Here it is. Through the ether. I just wanted to let you know I wrote this song for my sweetheart, because we, you know, when we, you know, like all of us, we can't always be together 24/7, and sometimes it's just nice to be able to connect and share with each other by remote. Okay, and this was just something to celebrate and to foster the energy of love, and how it can transcend all time and all space, past, present, and future, in what we decided to call it the ether. We share this between ourselves. It's the ether, and we share the healing power of love with ourselves and each other through the ether. And that's all this little song is about. And it is very personal, it's very private, but I wanted to share it with you, and she is happy that I'm sharing this with you. Okay, so here we go. It goes like this. Through the ether. Playing up and around in our mountains, in our seas, in our forests, with all of our stones, exploring one another, pushing our boundaries like new lovers. And you comfort me through the ether, and you tell me, I can tell that you're worried about me. And you are showing me through the ether, and we're okay. Everything is gonna be okay. And you're holding my hand all the way. Our inner self is becoming so apparent in our magnificence at the same time too. With your permissions and our shared ambition, we get the chance to discover our truths. And you comfort me through the ether. And you tell me, I can tell that you're worried about me. You assure me through the ether that we're okay. Everything is gonna be okay. That you're holding my hand all the way. That you're holding my hand all the way. Holding my hand all the way. Holding my hand all the way. Hold on a second. Stay there. I'm going to play it again because I love hearing it. I haven't heard it in a while. And I'm just kind of drifting off into my own little private moment here because I don't hear this every day, but I'm just trying to connect right now so that I can send my appreciation to others and receive love from others and share my love with others too. I'm almost tempted to do it a cappella like earlier, but it sounds better with a bit of music. So I'm just going to do it again. I hope you don't know. Okay. 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 I'm just going to do it again. I hope you don't mind. I'm going to think about it carefully. I'm going to do it a cappella just to celebrate. I hope you don't mind. This is going to be a little weird. A cappella is pretty weird. But I just feel a compulsion. I hope you don't mind. This is for everyone, how we can share ourselves, our love with each other. From Terra Illumination to you guys, and all the love that you share with Terra Illumination. Playing up and around in our mountains, in our seas and our forests, with all of our stones, exploring one another, pushing our boundaries like new lovers. And you comfort me through the ether, and you tell me, I can tell that you're worried about me. And you assure me through the ether that we're okay. Everything is gonna be okay. That you're holding my hand all the way. Ooh, 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 ooh. Our innocence, it's becoming so apparent, and our magnificence at the same time too. And with your permissions and our shared ambitions, we get the chance to discover our own truths. And you comfort me through the ether, and you tell me, I can tell that you're worried about me. And you assure me through the ether that we're okay. Everything is gonna be okay. That you're holding my hand all the way. That you're holding my hand all the way. I wish we could do this on another medium. I don't know if you're aware of this, but It's a little scary. Hey, Rose. I see you, man. Rose Mandahana. Peace to you as well. Yeah. Um, so this stuff is for real, folks. As far as I'm concerned, I'm just sharing it with you. I'm just sharing my world with you. Okay. So, um, I know that some of you have written in to perhaps do this, perhaps do that, do a general reading for the whole room, general reading for everybody. I understand. I'm trying to keep it really loose and open tonight. I just want everybody to chat amongst themselves and have fun. I wish we could have a more organized form of doing question and answer things, okay? And sometimes it's really painful because somebody just wrote in, happy-go-lucky, you just explained how your heart just expanded. Sometimes people don't want to do that. They're highly, highly resistant because deep down as animals, physiologically as animals, we know that the heart is the center of everything, and that is where we are most vulnerable. And without the heart, there's nothing. And we distract ourselves with this activity, that career, that job, that excitement, that car, that career, that quest, that mission, whatever it might be. And in the end, it all kind of comes to nothing in some ways because of the fact that we're very, very transient. We're just here and then we're gone. We're like, wildflowers out in a field. We have our moment and then we're gone. And then we recycle and we start all over again. And it just goes on and on forever. And it's just a little bit scary sometimes just to release and let go to the purity of the heart in the moment. And what tends to happen with tarot illumination is just um, with when we integrate from tarot illumination to viewer or client or visitor or watcher or whatever it is. Uh, it's very much about expansion of the heart. Hopefully, the whole idea is to sort of like dissolve all the calcifications, all the blockages, all the roadblocks, all the refusals, all the excuses, everything that we use, everything that we, um, try to bring into our lives to, hold on, I'm trying to get back to the point again. To avoid this. Because a lot of people in the end, they don't want to be healed. They want things to be fixed just so that they work the way they are. Just give me a pill, give me some instructions, give me some tips so that I can get back to my life the way it works for me, the way I like it to be. I don't want to be told that I need angelic intervention. I don't want to be told that I need Reiki. I don't want to be told that I need energy healing or I have to see a psychic or a medium because my psychiatrist isn't working anymore and all my self-medications with Xanax and Tramadol and Cymbaltas and all your whatevers and alcohol and smoke and pot and everything. After a while, none of it works, because those are all beautiful, very well managed forms of self-medication that we can, um, you know, manage in our lives in highly orchestrated ways, even at very advanced levels. People can do like certain yogic and healing practices as ways to avoid what has to be revealed, thinking that they're actually on a divine mission. And so human beings are the ultimate experts at self-deception, and that's all that energy over here, the 12th house of illusions and what's not real. And so what I was trying to get to, one of the themes of this particular show, is because there's so much emphasis on this energy of uh, healing here. I mean, Neptune is here at 14 degrees. It's going to be here for years and years and years to come. So the kind of the subjects and the themes that we're talking about here tonight on this little show, it's not going to go away. You know, it's not like, oh, this is just going to disappear overnight. What we're dealing with here tonight, essentially energy healing, the healing power of love coming into our lives, us as human beings being willing to surrender and let go and allow the healing power of love to move into our lives, where people like Father Lucifer or Abby can act as effective healers to allow the healing power of love to move into your life and permeate through your life little bits at a time, even if it's like a drip feed, you know, whatever it works, however it works. So that was the whole theme about it. And I'm going to play the next song. And after this song, I'm probably going to wrap it out for the night. Um, I know that, hey, Mikey, I see you there. Uh, Mikey, I see you there. Maybe we can talk later about, you know, some music and stuff. But I wanted to let you know, everybody, that the Tarot Illumination email is kind of screwed up right now. But anyway, about this reveal it to heal it energy here, and how we have this an amazing opportunity through the Scorpio season, especially with Jupiter in Scorpio right now. It's going to go for a whole year where we're going to have the chance to go very, 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 very deep into the kitchen drawer, deep into the 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 attic, the basement, the dumpster of life, where we've, you know, jammed all that stuff that we don't want to deal with. We've got this opportunity now, and the tragedy would be to waste this. In other words, if we become so frightened of the revelations that can happen now, especially with the revelations of Uranus over here, about what needs to be revealed to be healed, the worst thing we could do is try to shove it back under. The best thing we can do is allow it to flow, allow it to come out so that the healing can occur and the healing power of love can be applied like a balm, like a lotion, like a fluid, like an ointment, like a prescription, like an antibiotic, like an antiviral, like an antifungal, whatever it is. All of it in the form of the healing power of love. And the thing is, to make this happen, our conscious awaking self has to be kind of in tune with it, with our words, because our words create our reality. And so I think what I'm going to do is kind of start to wind it up here a little bit. We've only been going a couple of hours, but you know, I like to go for 3 or 4 hours. But honestly, I'm kind of pooped out. You know, it's all that hospital hangover stuff. So I'm going to play this, but I want you to understand. Okay, it's a cute song with cute words and everything. It's really simple, but the whole idea of the song is about how words are like these little condensations of energy, uh, and how our thoughts turn into words, which turn into deeds, which turn into consequences, which turns into what we call our life. So, you know, we're creating our destiny as we go along, a lot of it through our words. Like if we keep going like, F you to this and to that and to the other, then guess what happens? That comes back at you. That's the law of attraction doing what it does. If you if you are loving, you are loved. So be loving, be loved. It may be uncomfortable. It may not make sense. It may be awkward. It may be frightening. It may be scary. Surrendering and allowing the healing power of love to move in and through your life. Well, it could be disorienting, but it's what we all need ultimately for healing. So it's very important to understand how our words create our reality. So we have to respect and honor our words. So I'm going to sing this along with you, and we'll probably start wrapping it up after this. Okay? I hope you don't mind. Okay. So we'll see how this goes. And it's like a sing-along thing. Mikey, I want to make this really, really big one day. And I want to do it on a really big stage with the Lumination Love Tribe. Okay? Hang in, folks. I've got something else for you. I forgot. Stay there. Don't go away. Hey everybody, I forgot something. We'll come back to this in a minute. I just wanted to show you something I forgot. Look, I made this little doodle earlier too. Look, we'll come back. We'll sing it out. We'll sing out the show in a little while. Okay, coming up very soon. I don't know if am I gonna have the energy to make a video or anything about this. We'll see. But there's a Scorpio new moon coming up, November 18th, 2017. It's about a week from now, I think. Almost, yeah. It's just about a week from now. And everything that we talked about earlier, if you recall, you see all this stuff here? Remember we talked about this way at the beginning of the show? And I made this little doodle here to go with it. Here's where all the emphasis is, okay? It's heavy, heavy emphasis on Scorpio energy. It's very beautiful because we've got Jupiter and Venus aligned. We've got Sun all the way through it. And on the 18th, we've got the moon right up here, okay? Something, whatever it is, let's have a look. It's like 26 degrees or something. So it's late Scorpio energy, but it's right there. So this is going to be very, very powerful moon, but it's going to be in a very, very deep, profound way. It could be very unsettling for some people. It could be very, very, very profound at the very deep internal level. Like you might not understand it psychologically, emotionally, or in your physical waking life, but you'll feel it in the depths of your soul. And it's all going to be very much to do with coming in touch with the deepest, most intimate parts of yourself in whatever aspect and whatever area of life this particular energy lies in your chart. Okay, especially regarding the energy of revealing it to heal it. Okay, it's very, very important regarding healing and becoming and awakening to your true self. So I made a little doodle. So where is all this beautiful Scorpio transformational energy healing going to happen in your life, in your world? So I did a little chart. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, it's very, very simple. Hope you can understand. So for Aries, okay, over here, everything that we just talked about is happening right there in your 8th house. That's the Scorpio house. That's the Pluto house. It's to do with deep, profound intimacy at the deep soul level, in manners that you might not have ever enjoyed or even known before. Discovering like the depth of your own soul, especially through the context of a deep, intimate relationship with another soul, which is the only way sometimes that you can understand these things. For Taurus, something very similar is going on here because it's happening in the 7th house, okay? So for Taurians, this is Scorpio season. So by nature, it's the house of opposition, which is the house of most extreme polarity. It's the 180-degree point. It's where you have maximum polarity. There's the Taurus, there's the other. It's not like this, it's not like that, it's not like that. It's full on, face on, stark naked in the mirror, the full Taurian energy facing the full Scorpionic energy, and the profound awakenings that can happen at that level of intimacy, okay? And the healing that goes with it. For Gemini, it's happening in your sixth house, which is all to do with healing anyway. So isn't that convenient? With Cancer, it's happening over here in your fifth house, which is very much to do with like joy, happiness, fun, relationships at the romantic level, creative self-expression. So you might have profound awakenings at the depths of your soul over here in this part of your life, Cancerian. Folks, it might be beautiful for you. For Leos, you might feel it in your foundations in life, your home, your family, deep transformational healing at the foundation of your home, your place of rest, your place of refuge, the foundations in your life. For Virgos, you might feel it in the area of like your mates, your buddies, uh, deep understandings and listening about things, being able to speak and listen in more profound ways than you've ever known before, especially when it comes to how this can help you in your own healing and evolution. Over here for you, Libra, it's in your second house of value and values, self-worth, um, value, like the things that you value, the values and talents and gifts that you have that you may have never known before, that you're discovering like deeply buried gold inside of yourself that needs to be revealed, needs to be shared. And if it's contaminated in any way, then it needs to be healed. It needs the healing power of love. For you, Scorpios, of course, right here, it's going to be right in your face. For you, Scorpios, it's just there's no escape. There's nowhere to hide here. This Scorpio energy is surrounding you. There's nowhere to go except deeper and deeper than you've ever gone before. And it might be very scary and frightening for you, but it can also be very good for revealing whatever needs to be healed. Okay. So over here for Sagittarius, it could be very, very trippy for you guys because it's happening over here in your 12th house. So over here for you, Sagittarians, you might experience deep, profound spiritual awakenings um, to a level that you've never known before, which can be very closely related to your own, like, say, soul healing, because the 12th house is very much associated with healing itself anyway. For Capricorns over here, it's happening over here in your 11th house, which is about your deep friends and commitments to like society and the world and how you are appreciated and rewarded in society and by society, and how you have brought your gifts to society for the good of society, especially perhaps in ways of healing. So you might be finding how you have become, let's say, more of a participant in humanity in a way that's really satisfying for you, but also very rewarding for humanity without having it to be all about Capricorn. Okay. So with Aquarius here, you could be feeling it like as profound transformational healing and changes in your career, in your place in this world. Like, oh my gosh, who am I really? What on earth am I actually doing here on this planet? I thought it was this, and this, and this, only to discover what it's really about is profoundly transformational, and it's happening right now in your place in this world. Aquarius, you might end up becoming more in touch with your ability to provide transformational vibrational healing to others, perhaps in a career, you know, in the public. And for you, Pisces, it's very much about spiritual expansion and consciousness over here in ways that you've never known before, taking it to the nth degree, going super, super deep, which would be the equivalent of climbing the mountain very, very high. In other words, it's almost like, spelunking instead of climbing up huge mountains, we're talking about going very, very deep into the caves and the caverns, like deep sea diving into the dark, black, inky oceans to discover the mysteries that you really, really need to know and want to know, that you can incorporate in your being and then share with the world later on in a few years from now. Okay? So I hope this helps you all in some little way. I did that for your fun and enjoyment. Going to go back to the song again, and then we're going to kind of start to wrap things up. But this time, when we do this song, I'm just going to play the song like I did earlier. I know it's a really rough production. Mikey, I know you're out there. Maybe if your ears can tune into this, if you ever want to get involved in production and stuff, maybe we can do a big workup, because I like big stadium sounds. You know, I like those Coldplay sounds. I like the big U2 sounds. I like the shift. I like, you know, I know you don't do bands anymore, but I like that big, big sound. So in this little song here, the lyrics are written like this and they're sung like this because it's very broad and specific. But for tonight, what I'm inviting you all to do when you listen, if you're listening to it while you're not chatting amongst yourselves, substitute the word your for the word the. Okay, over here. Sing your word, chant your word, speak your word, dance your word, you know? Make it your own it. Okay, so it's not just tarot illumination being all like preachy and telling you what to do with your lives. No, no, no. It's about you owning this, owning your own energy, and becoming the masters of your own destiny through your thoughts and your words, your actions, which lead to your outcomes and ultimately healing. So make sure you deliberately choose to heal. Invoke it, invoke it to yourself. Tell yourself you are worthy, you are deserving, you are open to receive, you are ready, you are willing, you are able to receive. It just requires humility, grace, to surrender. That's all. Okay, so let's play the little song again for fun. Ooh, yeah, yeah. Sing the word, chant the word, speak the word, dance the word, say the word, praise the word, feel the word, love the word. Live the word, vibrate the word, shake the word, hug the word, breathe the word, whisper the word, sign the word, love the word. Sing it out, sing the word, chant the word, speak the word. Go, Lena. You got it, Lena. I get it. I get it. Gospel, yeah. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna just put on another song. I'm just gonna let the music roll out now so you guys can chat and hang out. I'm pretty much done for the night, but I'm just gonna put on a tune for you just to close out, so I can get some of the names on here because I love to get it on record. You know, I like to do that. Sorry, it's fun, you know. So I'm just gonna play that love is the word. Love is the word. And then I'm going to show you the names, everybody, okay? Yeah, don't worry, I'm going to rest. I'm going to rest for sure. I become alive before the sun does rise. When the sun does rise, I reach out for the skies. Opening my hands to welcome the day. Gathering the sun's rays before I'm on my way.
healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, God is the word. Moving through the day, may no accidents arise. Giving thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemies with the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness for any damages I've done. The healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Now the day is done, the moon is on the rise. Our trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon in the love as I reach up for the skies. I command all fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the Yes, the love tribe, baby. Love is the word. Yeah, love is the I'm gonna play it again, just say goodnight. I'm alive before the sun comes rise. When the sun does rise, I reach up for the skies. Opening my hands to love you every day. Together in the sun's rays, they home on my head. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe I always be heard. Birds and inside us, love is the word. Moving through the day, pray no accidents arise. Giving thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness for any damages I've done. The healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Inside us, love is the word. Now the day is done, the moon is on the rise. My trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon in the love as I reach up for the skies. I command all fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. The healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole. Casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Love is the word. Love is the Hold on, I'm gonna leave one song and then I'm gonna just stop talking. And then we can all have a nice good evening, okay? Waiting on the one, because there's still 20 people here. I don't want to just shut you down like like just suddenly switching off the lights, okay? So I'm just going to gently fizzle out,
And there's no after party. I mean, there's an after party over at Mikey's or Lena or Abby, maybe. We'll see. But basically, good night, everybody. Waiting on the will. It's been lovely. It's been super. I love doing this for you. I gotta tune in to what the angels say. Yeah. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Lena, you're loopy. Lena is loopy. Good night, everybody. Walking in circles, feeding all the birds, climbing up a mountain, looking around. Yeah, yeah, smelling all the flowers, staring at the moon. I listen to the waves come crashing down. Yeah, yo, we're waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune in to what the angels say. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Smelling all the flowers, staring at the moon. Listen to the waves come crashing down, down. Walking in circles, feeding all the birds, climbing up a mountain, looking around. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Gotta tune in to what the angels say. I'm waiting on the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune in to what the angels say. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. So that's it, folks. I don't have anything more. I'm totally burnt out. I don't know what you meant there, Lena. Wink, wink. I'm just hanging out because now I have to decompress. Now I have to unwind. It's late. It's very, very late here, and it's very, very late for the people on the West Coast. And it's early morning. It's mid-morning in New Zealand and Australia, and it's very early morning in Europe. And if anyone's out there, I don't know. But anyway. So it's been lovely having you. Thank you so, so much for letting me entertain you with some tarot illumination entertainment. Tarotainment, that's what this is. Tarotainment. So we'll meet up again next week, and hopefully health situations will improve and the emails will be corrected, and we'll have all those technical things sorted out, and Abby's going to do the modeling show, and we'll have all the singles reports for love and relationship singles. And then towards the end of the month, we're going to have the general reports, and then we're going to have the love and relationship reports. Okay, so we'll just keep on trucking. Okay, everybody, it's been lovely. Thank you so, so much. Thank you so, so much. I'm just going to play the song and let it fizzle out, and you can have fun. To all wander home, going home. Okay. Good night, Giggles. Thank you so, so much. Good night, Lena. Good night, M. Knox. Good night. Good night, Mikey. Good night, Brady. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Good night, Abby. We'll talk soon. We sort out the email, okay? Thanks, Abby. Thank you. Coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Thanks, Brady. All the best to you guys too. I like that one, Brady. I love that one. Teamwork makes the dream work. Wow. What's so funny, Lena? I don't get it. Walking in circles. Hey, Father Lucifer, good luck with the certification on the Reiki. Good luck with that. Keep us posted. Climbing up a mountain, looking around. Yes, I will. I will, favorite. I'm going to definitely be walking. Smelling all the flowers, staring at the moon. I listen to the waves come crashing down. Down your road. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Gotta tune in to what the angels say. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Smelling all the flowers, staring at the moon. Listen to the waves come crashing down, down. Walking in circles, feeding all the birds. Climbing up a mountain, looking around.
yeah. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Gotta tune in to what the angels say. I'm waiting on the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. Do, 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 I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I gotta tune into what the angels say. I listen for the good news coming my way. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today. I'm waiting on the will of heaven today.
Good night, everybody. Have a super, super week. Take care of yourselves. Love yourselves. Allow yourselves to receive the healing power of love. Okay? Surrender, surrender, surrender. Bye.